mashed with white veggies. That's my take on Nights in White Satin. I don't know the rest of the tune, so hello, I'm Tupperware Pete. G'day, g'day. I am going to be doing mashed with white veggies. I'm going to do a mash with white veggies. So what I've got is I've got celeriac, parsnip, cauliflower, and I've got these potatoes, which are eggs are larger than my potatoes right now, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it all through the Tupperware Super Dicer, all right? This is the one that will do little dices. I've got my little dices in there. It will also do the matchstick julienne style in that blade attachment. And then you've got your large dices in the large dice blade attachment. I'm going to do the small dice blade attachment. I'm going to do a mashed potato with celeriac, cauliflower and parsnip. I'm going to do it in my Tupperware pressure cooker. Now, this is the one that will do like your slow cooking fast. It goes into the microwave oven. It works like a traditional pressure cooker, but with all the safety features, right? There's no silver knob on here that's going to pop off halfway through and go straight through the ceiling, all right? When you lose the instruction booklet, all the instructions are on the inside here, so you don't have to keep looking for the booklet, all right? There's your safety, I think it's called a gasket. That's the first safety feature. You've also got these little interlocking, pop that in. You've got the interlocking tabs around this side. It's like that interlocks with the tab mechanism on the base in here as well. You've got a minimum line and a maximum line. That's another safety feature. On the bottom here, there's little raised edge. That raises it up to allow the heat to travel around evenly, all right? You've also got this safety arm. It's a safety arm. Can you see here? That locks it into place. All right. Then you've got your little steam release valve. So if you're having a sauna in your pressure cooker, the little steam can escape through the steam release valve. All right. Then you've got your pressure indicator. Now, when it's cooking, that pressure indicator is going to end up in the up position. That indicates that it's pressurized. You cannot undo that until that the pressure indicator goes into the down position, and then it's safe to remove that off into there, all right? Really simple. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it's the best thing in the world. I've got a couple of them. There's another one right behind these knives, right? So what I'm going to do is, I've got potatoes. These are so small, I am not going to chop these. I'm just going to pop them straight through here and do my little, because when they're cut small like this, they will also cook quicker. So instead of boiling your potatoes on the stovetop, just pop them into your Tupperware pressure cooker. When you chop them into these little bits, look how small they are, into these little bits, right? It's going to take next to no time to cook. So we're just going to pop that straight into there. There is our potato. Now, what you want to do is, if you are doing like a potato salad or something, right? Or you've got, see your large potato here? What we're going to do is just grab our Tupperware chopping mat. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? It's a party! Woo! Yay! Celebrate! Party! Come on! Oh, that's right. I forgot I had to do it manual toot. Hang on a minute. Hey! It's a Tupperware party. All right, so what we're going to do is grab our chef knife. We are going to I'm going to slice this just into thick rounds, just to show you that if you were doing like a potato salad and you want to keep the potato in its shape, right, just do those little rounds. We're going to pop them straight into here. Pop that straight into here. Can you see what I'm doing here? There we go. Pop that in. Too easy. And of course, it would work better if I had it in front of me, but I want to show you the angle of the camera and all of that so you can see what I'm doing, right? So you can see, normally if I'm doing this without the camera, I would do it this way. So it's just in front of me and I just push down on there, right? Now see how this here is a little bit more of a dice, right? So you just pop that straight into here. There is our potato. All right, so that in there, let's move that into there. So if you're doing a potato salad, just pop your water in there. You do need a minimum of 150 mils, which is like half a cup plus a tablespoon. So I'm just going to pop in like a cup of water, right? So we've got that into there. All I'm going to do now is pop that onto there. I do have some more veggies. I've got some cauliflower in my Tupperware Vent Smart containers, all right? So I've just got some cauliflower. Let's just pop that straight into here, stalk and all. I'm going to do a cauliflower mash, potato mash. We're going to pop that into there. You can do as much... Oh, we've got cauliflower flying around the table everywhere. You can do as much or as little as your heart desires, depending on how much veggie that you've got in here. There is our... Oh! Perhaps I should have chopped it up into chunks first, but, you know, there's no need to. All right. So there in here is... There's our cauliflower, all diced, ready to prepped to go into there, right? So that's our cauliflower. Let's pop that away. Then we've got, what do we have? What's in here? Oh, look, this is terrific. This here is a celeriac. This is delicious. I only just discovered this the other day and thought, what is this celeriac? Let me have a taste of this. And it's going to be beautiful. Oh, there's some cauliflower. It's going to be beautiful in a mash. So all I'm going to do is just grab my... Can we see what I'm doing here? I'm going to grab my Tupperware chef knife. I'm just going to slice this skin off into here. And I'm going to just pop that straight into my Tupperware chop collector. Let's just grab some of this. I can use a vegetable peeler if I want to. But while I'm doing it, I may as well show you the knives, because when you get the whole set, there's a knife for every job in the kitchen. And I love the pretty colours. So if you do have an opportunity to hang them in your kitchen, it adds a pop of colour. If you've got them in your drawer, it still adds a bit of pop of colour. And it's easy to see amongst all those other black utensils that you've got into your drawer, right? So there we go. I've got my celeriac. I can save these and I can make a veggie stock in the Tupperware pressure cooker, which I do sometimes. I've got vegetables in the freezer right now. I've just got my Tupperware chop collector. There's the streamers, all biodegradable. Pop that into there. That goes out to the chooks or to the compost or just straight into the bin, all right? Whatever system you have in your house. There is our celeriac. I've just taken the skin off that. And I'm going to just pop this into... Actually, we might not use all of that. We might just use about half of it. And we'll chop that into bits there. We're going to pop that straight into here. We will seal that. And we will pop that into the fridge. And that... I can come back 6 weeks later and I've still got celeriac in the fridge, all right? So here we've got our celeriac. Let's just... Oh, hang on a minute. It's too big for the piece. I'm rushing through this dramatically. Let's just... Hang on. You know what? We might not need that much. So we've got this here. Celeriac. Pop that into here. There we go. Pop that down. We're just going to... It's a solid, proper root vegetable, right? But it lends itself to roast vegetables deliciously, and it'll blend perfectly with the potato mash, all right? And I'm going to throw in some butter and garlic and onion and all of that sort of stuff. This might be a bit thick, so we will just... Oh, no, easy. Pop that straight into here and... Oh... There we go. There is our... Let me show you. There's our celeriac, right? So all we've got in here... Oh, we've got veggies everywhere. Oh, my goodness. And so this is a massive pot of mashed potatoes. But I'll show you what I'm going to do, like little bubble and squeak hash browns in my hamburger makers, all right? So we've got that into there. What we're going to do is... I do have... a parsnip in here. I'm just going to grab my... Let's pop that down over here. We've got our chop collector. I have got my Tupperware Click Together peeler. Now, if you like a vertical peeler, that would be the one for you. That comes as a set. If you prefer a horizontal peeler, see this? You just press that button. Out pops that one. And you just pop the vertical one in. And away you go. I prefer the vertical one. So all we're going to do is just peel this parsnip just straight down like that. Straight into our chop collector. And we'll turn it around, Miss Jane. Pop that straight into there. How easy is this? That's going to add a beautiful nutty flavour to our mash, right? How awesome is that, right? Let's grab our knife. We will just slice that end bit. That goes straight into here. Let's chop this into rounds. And we'll just pop this straight into rounds into our... Let's move that out the way. And we've got our super dicer. And we will. Let's do this like I would do it without the camera. Right? We'll show you how I do it without the camera. I just do it like this. Pop that down. Pop that down. Really easy to do, right? And there is our... remember, I'm using the small diced attachment. You can use the matchstick or the julienne attachment, or you might want to use the large dice attachment, all right? I'm using the small one because there's a lot in here, and I want it to cook fairly quickly, all right? So we've got our... There's our parsnip. Delicious. So it's our white veg mash. Potato, parsnip, cauliflower, and celeriac. All done in the Tupperware super dicer. All right. What we're going to do is we are going to measure up. This is the Tupperware chef's helper or the chef's maid or the cook's maid, or I can't remember what it's called. But it comes with all these different little attachments. You get an egg separator, a zester or a grater, and a juicer. And you've got the bottom here, which is your... I don't know if you can see that. You've got measurements on that side. And you've got measurements on that side as well. So I'm just going to quickly measure this up. And I've got... That's just going to be... A full one of them is enough water to cook that whole thing. But what I'm going to do is do it just a few of them. Because I don't want that to dry out or to burn. And so... Because there is a lot of veggies in there. And I wasn't expecting, honestly, I wasn't expecting this much to go in, basically. Right? I've got, in my Tupperware Ultra Clear, I've got some Himalayan rock salt. These are the alternative to the modular mates for your pantry. These are so much easier to open. Look at this. And it's a proper airtight Tupperware seal. See how the top is flared open? So that grips into your seal. And if you've got, joint problems or, dexterity issues, this is easy. Grab the tab, peel the seal, and away you go. Let's just throw in some Himalayan rock salt. A tasty treat now, rock salt. We are going to grab the Tupperware Sunday spoon because it's holy. We're just going to stir that around. Make sure that... we don't have to stir it, but I want that salt just to go through. And I'm just checking the water content. How much water is in there. And that's probably... I probably put too much water in there, but that's okay. We are going to grab the top of our Tupperware pressure cooker. There's an arrow here. And there's an arrow here. And can you see... Can you see this here? You turn it this way to pop the top off. You turn it that way to pop the top on. And you line those arrows up with the arrows on the bottom. Make sure that safety arm is in the up position. Line that arrow up. Line that arrow up. Twist it that way. Lock that into place. And instead of the stovetop, watching the stovetop for 20 minutes or whatever, or popping it in your slow cooker, this thing is going to do it. Normally, it'll do any soup, stew, curry, or casserole. Woohoo! Tupperware down! It'll do any soup, stew, curry, or casserole in between 20, 25, 30 minutes, all right? So this here, all I'm going to do is, I was going to pop it on for 10 minutes, but maybe we'll pop it on for... We'll pop it on for 13 minutes, right? While that's in there, what I've got in here is, this is my One Touch Fresh, and that's the third option that's available for your pantry, and you can use these in the fridge. Grab the tab, peel the seal. This is a little bit more flexible, and I've got diced onions that I did in my super dicer into the fridge in here, right? So what we've got, this is the Tupperware Micro Pro Grill. This is the one... It's like a barbecue that goes into the microwave oven, right? So, yes, it's made out of metal. Yes, it's very safe because it's curved. The metal is curved. This is Eterna. And this Tupperware silicone there's no BPA in here. There's no PFOA in the metal. There's no latex in there whatsoever. It's 100% silicon, so you know that's totally safe. When it's in the microwave, this acts like a little bumper bar to stop this metal knocking onto the metal of the inside of the microwave. And because it's curved, you won't get any arcs or sparks, all right? Exactly the same with the top here. Can you see here? You've got an elongated foot down this side. There's an elongated foot down that side. That prevents this metal touching the metal on the inside here, and it's silicon all the way around. So it's like a little bumper car that goes into your microwave, which is a grill. So anything that you do on the stovetop in the fry pan, this goes into the microwave. If anything you do on the barbecue, this goes into the microwave. Anything you do under the grill, in the oven, in the toaster, on the sandwich press, this will go into the microwave, right? I've got 2 microwaves. Yes, I do. So I've just got some onion. Let's do some diced onion in there, about that much. We'll save that for another day. And there is our onion. I've already prepped this in the super dicer. I prep all of my veggies and they're in the fridge ready to go, right? I've got my bacon, frozen bacon, in a Tupperware date, store and freeze container. So what you do is you dial up the date. Let's take the seal off. Can you see here? You dial up. So you've got 1 to 12. So you find the month that you're in, right? And you dial that up. So let's say we are in June. We go into the 6th. Oh, go into the 6th. Dial that around to the 6th. Where is it? There we go, the 6th. Ah, it's like a clock. I didn't realise this. You got the word Tupperware, 12's up the top, 6 is down the bottom, you got 3 and 9. How easy is that? So it's like a clock. 6 is down there, and then because this is, what, are we in the 2nd or 3rd week? Mate, let's go the 3rd week, so you dial up to the 3rd week. And now I can come back in at Christmas time and go, oh, this was put into the freezer in the 3rd week of June. We need to eat this now, right? So there is our bacon. All I'm going to do is, are we going to do the lot? No, we're only going to do half of this. All I'm going to do is, I don't know if there's a proper way of doing this, but do you know what I do in my house? Just pop that out onto the bench top, grab your Tupperware knife, and let's do about this much bacon, right? We'll just pop that straight into here. That's already diced and ready to go. Let's do a little bit more. We'll pop that into here as well, right? And we will pop that over there. Pop this straight back into the freezer right now. Otherwise it'll start to defrost. We don't want that. We want to keep that frozen until next time. Let's just quickly do the old digits. And that's our bacon prepped with our onion. There's our bacon and our onion. You can separate that, not a problem. I can pop that onto the casserole position or the oven position or a 1/4 of a turn. I can now pop that into the grill position, squash that down, and I'm going to pop that into the microwave for about 9 minutes. We're going to do... Oh no, hang on. We're going to do... 9 minutes. So this microwave oven, that's 900 watts microwave. The other one is a 700 watter. So that's why I popped it on for 9 minutes, because it's a lower wattage. If that was a 900 watt microwave, which is perfect for the Micro Pro grill, I'd probably only pop it on for about 6 minutes or 7 minutes, right? So easy as. While that's in there, let's pop that back up into there. Let's pop that back into there. While that's in there, what I'm going to do is, I've got a tin of garden peas. I've got my Tupperware can opener. Open up the arms, you pop that on, you close the arms, and you know you've got it on because you can lift the whole thing up, right? In a clockwise direction, whether you're right-handed or whether you're left-handed, clockwise direction until you hear that click. Then you go back a 1/4 of a turn, open up the arms, and you think it hasn't worked until you grab the little beak. You hook that over the can, close up the arms, one hand on the can, the other hand lifts up, and this here has never touched any food, so there is no need to ever wash it. If you never wash this, it will be the last can opener you ever buy. Go over to the bin, or your Tupperware chop collector, open up the arms. That goes into the bin. That... You might want to just give that a wipe down with your dirty hands, not a problem. That's going to go straight back into the drawer. All right, there is our garden peas. Now, remember I was showing you this before? It does come with, there's your little juicer. If you want to do little choc orange or lemon or lime, you can juice away into there. If you wanted to zest up some orange or lemon zest, you can do that. If you want to grate some chocolate, just go around, don't go backwards and forwards, go around and round and round, and it'll be so much quicker. Parmesan cheese, we'll do that into there as well. Nutmeg, you can do that into there. There's your little grater attachment. And this here, you gotta keep them separated. That is your little egg separator in there, right? So, which also, by the way, just saying, doubles as a can drainer, right? So we're just going to drain off those garden peas. Let's just pop that straight into here. Okay, we will just drain that off. Pretend that's the kitchen sink. That's the Tupperware Eco Plus clear bowl that actually reverses landfill. How cool is that, right? So what we're going to do is let's just tip that pea juice out. And we will just pop our tin of peas straight into here. What we're also going to do is grab our Tupperware garlic press. Now this is the one that all in one piece, so you're never going to lose any of the bits, right? This will, can you see that end bit? You pop this into, can you see these little ribs in here? What you do is you grab that little end bit, see this little silver piece? If you pop this into here, let me show you if I can. If you pop that up into there, right, then you just snip, hang on, I'm trying to do this for the camera. You just snip that off, right? That then snips that bit off. Did you see that bit that fell out? Now I've trimmed the end of that. Normally, what I would do is, I've just prepped this for the video so that it's quicker. See this little triangle bit? If you pop that down into there and you crush it like that, normally what happens is the skin peels straight off. Now that's crushed, we've just slightly bruised or crushed that. Then all you have to do is grab your garlic, you pop that into here, and then you just press that garlic straight out into here. We're just going to do this. Grab the, let me just wipe this knife down because that's had a little bit of bacon on there. You just pop this down, grab the back of your knife. Can you see this? Grab the back of your knife and then just pop that garlic straight into there. We can do this again. Now I've already trimmed these off, so it's going to save time for the video, right? So, and you know, when someone says pop some garlic in there, am I the only person that grabs 8 cloves of garlic? I live alone. All right, so we're going to pop that straight into here. Oh, that's 3 cloves of garlic, but it's good work. How easy is that? We're going to use the back of the knife, so it extends the life of the knife, and it also protects the garlic crusher. Oh, look, here's another one. We've got 1 clove left into there. We may as well do that. All right, can you see what I'm doing? There we go. There's our garlic crusher, right? Now, what we're going to do is also grab some butter from our Tupperware butter dish. How awesome is this? I went away for a few days and came back and went, oh no, my butter's going to be all manky. No, nothing wrong with it. I love it. Oh, maybe the side bit, but that's okay. You've got a little bit of, we'll do a little knob of butter into there, and we will just chop that into bits, all right? So, there we go. We've got some butter into there. I've also got in here, where are we? I've got some onion and chive mix. We'll grab the tab, and we'll peel the seal. There is our onion and chive mix. Let's throw in a couple of tablespoons of that into there. That's good with everything, apparently. Then we've got some cheese. I chopped up, I don't have a grater. I much prefer to keep the knuckles clean and the skin on my knuckles. So what I do is I just pop the cheese straight into here. Tupperware do have graters every now and again, but because I've already got this out and I use it all the time, look at that cheese. It's cloudy and fluffy. I'm going to add that to my mix. All of this is going into the mash once it's finished, all right? So you can pop that straight into there. Then we're going to, in here, we've already salted our potato. I've got some pepper. Let's just pop our pepper into here. A decent amount of pepper. Then what I'm going to do is, I've got, did you know, grab the tab, peel the seal. You know, your Super Oval one, that'll normally hold 6 eggs. So how cool is that? I'm going to grab an egg in there. I'm going to pop one egg in there. Actually, let's do 2 eggs. I'm going to pop in some 2 eggs straight into there. That goes into there, and then we will pop the seal on. We'll do the tab and the tab. Just run your hands down the side on the large super ovals, and we'll pop that back into the fridge. I've also got in my Tupperware Vent Smart container, I've got some spring onions, right? These will last for like 6 weeks in your Tupperware Vent Smart. I've got in here, let's just grab a few of these green bits, all right? What we're going to do is just snip away. I've got some Tupperware kitchen scissors. I mean, you can use any scissors, but I like the Tupperware kitchen scissors because they pull apart for easy cleaning, all right? So we've got that into there. Let's just snip off a whole bunch of this into here. Bits of pieces into there. How delicious is that, right? Now, pop the seal onto here. I just happen to remember that spring onions are a half and half, so let's just make sure that we've got the right vent for the right product. And if you don't know what it is, the fruits are on one side. On this small one, we're not storing a fruit, we're storing... What are we storing? Here we go. We're storing spring onions or leeks or cauliflowers or capsicums. They're half and half. Half and half. We got it on the right way. All right, we've got that into there. We've got that into there. We've got our mixing spoon. We'll pop that over there. Let's move this. We've got 47 seconds left. Let's just find a cloth. And we're going to wipe this bench down. We're going to pull that out and we're going to grab our Tupperware masher. Now, actually, let me just show you. With the Tupperware masher, let's move this out of the way. With our Tupperware masher, it's the best masher on the planet. The holes at the bottom are wider than the holes at the top, so it pushes everything through, right? So whether you're using that as a masher or whether you've got a second one that you are going to use to drain off your water bottles, I've got the metallic water bottle here, you can pop that... Oh, that one doesn't fit because it's a little bit small, but what you can do, let's say you've got... Where's one I've prepared earlier? Let's say we've got one of the Disney Minnie Mouse water bottles, or any of the Tupperware water bottles. That's got water in there. Luckily, we've got a potato masher. That's going to now drain on our bench top, right? We've got things going everywhere. Paper towel holder is also really good for your Tupperware potato masher. Or you might want to go for the Recycline paper towel holder. Pop that into there, right? And then when you... See how you can squeeze this? When you pull off like a piece of... Hang on a minute. We've got this upside down, Miss Jane. Pop this in this way. That's easier. Then when you pull it out, right, just squeeze it down. And it makes it easier to rip off a piece of paper towel. You can use this as a recipe holder as well. So you can pop your recipe book into there. And then you've got hands-free recipe holder. How easy is that, right? Awesome. Something else that comes in the same range of the Tupperware paper towel holder is the Recycline dish drainer. This is a removable cutlery holder which has a curved bottom on the bottom. It's curved, so you can pop it on the side if you like to save space. This here, where you've got your plates, you can remove that. You can move that around. You can customize your own dish rack to depending on what you're doing, right? This will drain off any water back into the sink, or if you flip it upside down, Miss Jane, you can now have it so that it doesn't drain and it'll collect all the water down here, and you can still pop that wherever you want, and you can pop that wherever you want. Don't they think of everything? I love Tupperware. So that's the dish rack, all right? So what we're doing in here, we've got our Micro Pro grill. That's just... Here, let's show you. Let's move it. We've got a few... Let's move the potato mashers out of the way. We've got our... Oh. Now that's gone in... It's only lightly cooked because remember, we're doing bubble and squeak hash browns. So it's going to finish the cooking process when we're going to finish cooking those bubble and squeak, right? So what we're going to do is you can pop the top onto that, and there's a little bit of moisture that's come out of there. So what I want to show you is, this is what I normally do. If I'm at home and I'm cooking without a camera, what I normally do is I will go over to the sink, and I normally, what I normally do is, once that's, hang on a minute, let me just... It is a little bit warm. So, what I normally do if I'm at home without a camera, I'll just drain off any excess juices, because this is going to go into with the mashed potato. There we go. And I can just let that sit there until I'm ready. That, because it's metal, it's going to stay hotter for way longer as well, all right? So you've got that over there. Then what we're going to do is, fingers crossed, this pressure cooker has depressurized, and it has. See how the pressure indicator's gone into the down position? All you have to do is lift that up, give that a turn, release that. That steam is going to come through. Let's just make sure that that's... Ooh, yum-oh, right? Now what we're going to do is just pretend we've got another... All right. Grab an Eco Plus clear bowl. I am going to grab my Tupperware double colander, which fits perfectly in there. I can sit that there. I can strain that straight into here. Look at that, all of our veggies. How delicious is that? I am now going to... It's probably a little bit undercooked, but that's okay. You get the idea, right? So what we're going to do is... drain that off. Okay. Then we're going to pop that straight back into here. And we can pop that away. We grab our Tupperware masher and we're going to mash that up, all right? So in here, let's just make sure. Oh, it is a little bit undercooked. We should have done it for a few more minutes. How long did I pop that in for? 13. I should have popped it in for 20 minutes, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to pop that in for another 10 or so minutes. I'm going to finish that cooking process. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do a second video of part 2. And then I'll show you how I assemble the rest of it. We're going to pop that into there. I'm going to come back. I'm going to make... In my hamburger makers, I'm going to make hash brown bubble and squeak. And we're going to add in all of these other bits and pieces. We're going to add in the bacon and the onion. But I really do... I've only popped that on for 13 minutes. I should have popped it on for 20 because it's not quite soft enough to mash, all right? So I'm going to put some more water in there. I'm going to pop the top on. I'm going to pop it back into there. But you know what happens when things go wrong in the kitchen? You know what you need to do, don't you? Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'm going to put this into the microwave and I'll come back in about 10 minutes and not another day. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you shortly. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.